Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Sorry. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Mahamantra ki jai. With the mercy of Guru Krishna and with the mercy of Śrī Āndāl, we are entering into the 16th day of Mārgasirsha, and we are going to release the Pāsuram number 16. As we said that Āndāl has compiled it in such a way, everything is in a sequence and order. The first 5 Pāsuram are introduction of the Āndāl worship of Pāvai Nonbu. Then the next 5 Pāsurams, waking up of our very close gopis, and the next 5 Pāsurams of waking up another 5 glorious Vaishnavis. Altogether, there are 10 Vaishnavis, and which they represent the 5 lakh total gopis who is going to follow with Āndāl to enter into the wonderful Pāvai Nonbu. Their ultimate goal is to get Krishna as their eternal husband. So they are always ready to serve the Lord at all situations, like the gopis of Vrindavana. So Āndāl is bringing out the replica of Vrindavana. The entire mood, everything resembles of Vrindavana. That happened in the Dwapara Yuga, and Āndāl appeared in the Kali Yuga in the 8th century. And she appeared in the Sivilliputtur, and her father, Periyalvar, is one among the Alvars of the 12 Alvars of the Sri Sampradaya. And Āndāl is also one among the Alvars. So she was spreading the Krishna consciousness as she learnt it from her father. She considered her father as Guru, and she also considered him as the Lord himself. So this way Āndāl was deep into Krishna Bhakti, and she was wearing the garlands which were ready for the temple, the Vatapatra Shahi. Father one day noticed it and he changed the mala, but the Lord said, The old one, which was owned by Āndāl Nachar, is requested again. So this way Āndāl Nachar became Sudi Kodutha Chodarkodi. She is none other than the incarnation of Bhumi Devi Taya. So Āndāl Nachar finally married Lord Ranganatha. Lord came down to Shivaliputtur and he is named here as Rangamanar. Before the marriage, she was dreaming the marriage ceremonies, each and every samskaras, and she has composed which is called as Varanamayiram, which is part of her entire 143 verses, which is called as Nachya Tirumuri. So these two primary, Tiruppāvai and the Nachya Tirumuri, are in the first 1000 Prabandham of the Sri Vaishnavas. So today we are entering into the 16th day. Before getting into the Pāsuram today, let us chant the Taniyans. Taniyans means glorifying Āndāl Nachar. The first one will be in Sanskrit and the next of the two will be in Tamil. Nila Tungastha Nagari Tadi Suddha Mudbhotya Krishnam Parardhyam Swam Shruti Satashaira Siddha Madhyapayanti Sochishtāyam Sajinigalitam Ya Bhalakrutya Bhunkte Goda Tasyai Nama Idamidam Bhuya Evastu Bhuyaha. Annavayal Puduvai Āndāl Arangarku Pannu Tiruppāvai Palpadiyam Innesayal Padik Koduttal Narpa Malai Poomalai Sudik Koduttalai Sollu Sudik Kodutha Sudarkodiye Tiruppāvai Padiyarulavala Palvalayai Nadinir Venkadavarku Ennai Vidiyandra Imatram Nangadava Vanname Nalhu. So now we will listen to the Pāsuram in the Carnatic music. I request Harini Narayanan to sing today. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
நாயகனாய் நின்ற நந்தகோபனுடைய நாயகனாய் நின்ற நந்தகோபனுடைய கோயில் காப்பானே கொடி தோன்றும் தோரண கோயில் காப்பானே கொடி தோன்றும் தோரண வாயில் காப்பானே மணிக்கதவம் தாழ்த்திரவாய் வாயில் காப்பானே மணிக்கதவம் தாழ்த்திரவாய் ஆயர் சிறுமிய ரோமுக்கு அரைப்பறை ஆயர் சிறுமிய ரோமுக்கு அரைப்பறை மாயன் மணிவண்ணன் நென்னலே வாய் நேர்ந்தான் மாயன் மணிவண்ணன் நென்னலே வாய் நேர்ந்தான் தூயோமாய் வந்தோம் தொழிலழப்பாடுவான் தூயோமாய் வந்தோம் தொழிலழப்பாடுவான் வாயால் முன்னம் முன்னம் மாற்றாதே அம்மா நீ வாயால் முன்னம் முன்னம் மாற்றாதே அம்மா நீ நேய நிலை கதவம் நீக்கெலொரும் பாவாய் நேய நிலை கதவம் நீக்கெலொரும் பாவாய். Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Ma. Thank you so much. Hare Krishna. Wonderful that is. Vasant Prabhu.
Yes, Prabhu, I am opening the room. Hare Krishna.
Thank you. Hare Krishna. as this Pāsuram denotes the emphasizing of Guru Parampara system and the protocol which is very important in this spiritual order. So this has been copied in the material world nowadays, but originally it comes from the spiritual world. So one should understand one cannot approach the Lord without a Guru who is in the disciplic succession, and that too in authorized sampradaya. So as we see here, let us try to read the Pāsuram first, then we'll get into the word meaning. Because when we say that Āndāl Nachiyar has given so many vital instructions to us as we are in the Vaishnava Sampradaya. Hare Krishna. Pāsuram. Nayaganai Nindra Nandagopan Udaya Koyil Kapane Koditondrum Torana Vayil Kapane Manikadavam Tal Tiruppāvai Ayar Sirimiyormukku Araiparai Maya Manivannan Nannale Vai Nerdan Tuyomai Vandom Tuyilala Paduvan Vayal Munnam Matade Amma Ni Neya Nilaikadavam Ni Kelor Empavai. So the very first word, Nayaganai Nindra. So when the word comes Nayakan, it is a leader or master. Nindra means one who stands there, or we can call it as our Nindra. Either way can be taken. Nanda Gopanudaya, that is belonging to the Nanda Gopa. Koyil, the residence belonging to Nanda Gopa, which is also considered as temple of the Lord. Kapane, security guard who stands outside the entrance of the temple. Koditondrum, where there is a flag hoisted. Torana Vayil Kapane. At the prime entrance, there will be lots of Toran. Either it can be tender coconut leaves with mango leaves. Kapane, there is one more security guard at that Torana Vayil. Then Mani means it is studded with lots of gems and pearls. Kadavam, door. Tal means latch. Tiruppāvai, please open. Ayar Sirimiyormukku. Ayar means the cowherd. Sirmi. Sirmi means feminine gender. Talks about the Kumarikas. Mukku means belonging to or be together. Mayan, one who always does mystic acts and who is the master of mystics. Manivannan. Here, Mani means talks about out of the gem, which is called as blue sapphire. Similar to that, the Lord's beauty is compared. That's why the Lord is called as Manivannan. As I told you before also, he is also called as Karvannan. Vannan means colored. So Karvannan means he resembles the fresh, dark, dense black clouds. Here it talks about the bluish body. No, he is a bluish boy, right? So blue sapphire color, similar to that. Nannale, yesterday itself. Arai parai vai nerdan. Arai means he has said. Parai means the ultimate residence or the instrument for doing the kirtan to conduct the vrata. Vai nerdan, with his own lotus mouth. Nerdan, he promised. Paduvan, singing. Tuyomai, with complete purity, internally as well as externally. Bandom, we have arrived. Amma, here it is addressed in a feminine gender as Amma, but the actual meaning is Swami here given. I will explain why it is addressed as Amma. Munnam Munnam. To begin with, or first of all, Matrade. Matrade means do not refuse, please. Neya means very dear or very loving. Nilai Kadavam. Kadavu means door. Nilai means the frame of the door. Ni, yourself, please. Nik, please wide open it. So this way, the word by word meaning goes. Now, we will try to understand the translation. Subhash Prabhu? Translation. O God, protecting the mansion of Nandagopa, the commander of all, let us in, please. O keeper of the gate, which shines bright with its wreathed decorative arches and flags aloft. Then lift the latch of the doors studded with gems. Lord Krishna of sapphire hue and mysterious power gave us word yesterday that he would give the musical instrument Parai. We, the gopis, have not come here seeking any other benefit. We have come here with pure minds. We have come to awaken Krishna with our song. Good sirs, do not say no to us. We pray that you yourself will open the doors, which, drawn by mutual love, stand close and light. Open them and let us in. Okay. So getting back to that, the detailed explanation of this Pāsuram goes on like this. When it is said, Nayakanai, Nayakan means the hero or the master. When the gopis and Āndāl Nachiyar together addressed, try to remember there are 10 gopis along with Āndāl Nachiyar, so altogether 11. So these 10 gopis, as I told you, represent different various level of devotions towards the Lord. 5 lakh are mentioned according to the Vaishnava literature in the Śrī Sampradaya. So they are all waiting. And what they do together, they say, Nayakanai. When the Nayakanai Ninda Nandagopan, the word altogether denotes the Nandagopa as the Nayaka. Why he is because the hero? Because he is protecting the Lord in all respects. Because if you look at the Bhagavatam, Nandagopa alone was informed by Vasudeva. and as well as Gargamuni, he is not a normal child. Your son, he is the Supreme Lord himself. So the moment he heard it, he immediately made a point with all his efforts, he should protect Krishna. Similar situation in Ramayana also, when Lakshman was appearing after Lord Ramachandra, he made a point at all costs, he has to protect the Lord. Very interesting it is. The Lord is the protector of the entire universe, right? That's what in Bhagavad Gita the Lord says. But the devotees or the associates, how they are very lovingly do this, right? This is the exchange of love. The Lord reciprocates. This is the way we have to understand. So here, Āndāl and the gopis glorify Nanda Gopala as the hero. But interestingly, when the Nayakanai, when they give a pass, immediately the gatekeepers felt, oh, they are calling us hero. So they were very much pleased. Then the next sentence when they say, Nandagopanudaya Koil Kapane, the one who are all protecting the main gate of the temple or the palace of Nanda Baba. So instantly, they did not question much. Initially, they were hesitating because they have come to know there are different type of danger coming to you, coming to Krishna in the form of a wheel, then gopi, and so on. Different demons are coming. So when they said Nayakanai, he was pleased. He opened the door. Then as they entered further, Kodi thondrum thoranavai kapane. Kodi means the flag, as I told you. Generally, in the Agama Viti, which is called as Pancharatra Viti, all the temples will have a Dvajastamba. Then any festival comes, they will always hoist the flag, which is called Dvajarohanam, right? So at that point, one has to wait because we have to take permission in a sequence. First, there was a gatekeeper, then comes the Dvajarohanam, where there is another gatekeeper, right? So this is very important. Then comes the Lord's carrier. Who is that? Garuda Alvar. He'll be there, we'll taking his permission. This is the sequence. So when we talk about it, the Āndāl Nachiyar immediately what she do? She is approaching the next gatekeepers. So these two gatekeepers considered as Jaya Vijaya, right? What do they say? They say very clearly, sorry, we will not be able to give it because already we have got lots of problems. Every now and then someone or other coming and entering, and it is a dangerous situation. We will not allow you with so many people here. Then immediately, laughingly, the Āndāl Nachiyar team said, my dear gatekeepers, the primary gatekeeper allowed us because he checked us thoroughly and we got all the identities. So he allowed us. Then this gatekeepers who are at the Dvajarohana, what they are telling? Sorry, he has allowed on certain reasons because he knows pretty well, I am the next check and I will do the most important check. I will be more careful, so I will not allow like that. So immediately, Āndāl Nachiyar was wondering, what is that? One level is crossed, next level is having another difficulty. So at this time, then they keep on emphasizing, listen here, we are all girls. Then that security says, another girl came in the form of Putana, so we will not allow. Then they are telling, we are all Sirmis. Sirmis means, as I told you, young Kumarikas. Then he said, okay, if that is the case, we can allow you. So this way, when she was able to convince, she got entry. So like this, as they entered further, again, the Manikadavam Thaltiravai. Sorry, here the door are not yet opened. Actually, the second set of gatekeepers, what they say, please open on your own. It is just not latched. But interestingly, what Āndāl Nachiyar and the team are very wisely talking. Listen, you are the gatekeeper. We are not supposed to touch the door, right? So we do not know whether to push it or whether to pull it. We do not want to do that. Moreover, it is not customary for us to do that. You are supposed to do that. Please do that. So finally, the second set of gatekeepers open the door. But how the door is, that's very important. Manikadavam. Mani means jewels, gems. So not jewels, gems and pearls. It started with this. See the richness, right? They all belong to cowherd community, Nanda Baba, but he has got such a wonderful door. As I told you, the Lord is residing. So all riches will be automatically there. So Lakshmi has to reside there. So everything is full riches. That's why Prabhupada always say, worship Narayana, automatically Lakshmi will come with you. So don't try to worship Lakshmi alone. So all the riches are there. The wonderful gem-studded door, Thaltiravai. So he opened the latch and he opened the door as well, and she entered. So what the next level is, they are further explaining a few more things. Ayar Sirmiyorukum Arai Parai Maam Yan Manivannan Nennale Vai Nirdan. So few more questions before opening the door, which I have made out a little later now. I will explain that. So when the questions are furthermore asked by the second set of gatekeepers, what the girls are telling, we are all Kumarikas and we have come here to get the parai because yesterday Krishna met all of us, and what do they say? They are chorously telling Krishna has promised that he will give us arai parai. So when it was said, and further they are telling, he only promises to come here. He only promises to give that parai, and he only asked us to come today. So that's why we have come here. So they are giving lots of identity. Finally, the door is going to be open. There is one more question. Because the security generally, we know that, right? They check our all belongings, everything, right? At this point, again, the Kumarikas are telling, we are not having any bad intention because we have come with a clear mind, clean mind. Tuyomai Vandam. Tuyomai Vandam means we don't have any bad intention. But the securities are telling, had it been Lord Rama, we would have allowed you because, sorry, we will not allow you because Lord Rama, what happened? He is a Ekapatni Vratan. But Lord Krishna, as you know pretty well, right? So this way, Tuyomai Vandom, these girls are telling, we are all very pure in our thoughts, mind, everything. So internally, externally, we have come very clean. So they are giving lots of identity. This is what important, right? When we claim we are devotees, we have to be clear. When we go to the Lord, what we are going to ask for. And all these things are very clear. And further, they are telling again to the securities, Tuyilara Paduvan. Our purpose is to go and sing his glories. After singing the glories, with that we'll make him wake up. Because generally, when we wake up somebody, one has to have the respect. One should not pour a bucket of water or anything of that time. So one should praise them and gently wake up. This is what also explained here. Tuyilada Padavan. Tuyilada Padavan means we are going to sing. With that singing, he will wake up. Tuyomai Vandom. Because what they are going to sing are all pure glorifications, right? This is also can be connected that way. Tuyilada Padavan. So with all these things, again, the Āndāl Nachiyar team, again and again, what they're telling? Vayal munnam munnam matade. Because the moment, at the first instance, if he says no, then it is a problem. And again, if he says no, they know pretty well what happened in the previous yugas. We know the story in the Bhagavatam, right? When Sanat Kumaras entered Vaikuntha, the gatekeepers, who are there? Jaya, Vijaya. So they stopped and a great situation appeared there. What happened? The Sanat Kumaras got angry. There was a big argument, and the Jaya Vijayas were also arguing. Finally, Lord himself came because of the chaos, what happened outside. So when the Lord came out, the very first word Lord said is to the Sanat Kumaras, please be cool. It is purely my God's mistake. When my God is doing wrong, it is my mistake because they are representing me and I have to admit and apologize for this. So like this, the situation happened like that. So the Āndāl Nachiyar team was very clear. They don't want to encounter such a situation. They want to have a smooth and quiet entry and a very happy entry into the house. Because I'll tell you, whenever we go to any house, right, the host who have invited us have to be there present. And if they are not there, then the situation is also very difficult. Somebody else will come and ask, who are you? Who are you? Like that. That also may happen, right? Even when we go to a marriage also, sometimes it happens. So here, the situation is, if the host himself comes out, well and good. But in this case, Āndāl Nachiyar is going to sing and wake him up. See, similar situation in Bhagavatam also we have seen it. Like the Jaya Vijayas who stopped the entry of Sanat Kumaras. When Sudama wanted to meet Lord Krishna in Dwaraka. Imagine, in Dwaraka, he is the king. Though he is not the real king, he is considered as a king because Krishna never aspired for the throne. So I remember there was one Christian preacher. He was telling the real hero in the entire scriptures, whether it is other faith or this faith, he is the superhero, he said. Why? Because though he was a supreme controller, he never sat on any throne. He made Yudhishthira to sat on the throne after getting the kingdom for them with his intelligence. Similarly, he constructed a special, wonderful kingdom, which is Dwaraka. There also, he never desired to sit on the throne. He made his father, Vasudeva, to be the king. Like this, there are so many wonderful instances, right? So here, coming back to the Sudama story, when he was entering, what happened? There also, the gods could not make out who is that emaciated person with the torn clothes. So they were all about to question a few things. By that time, Krishna himself saw him coming. So he rushed to the entrance to receive him. So all these instances are very well known to these wonderful Vaishnavis. So they thought, let us not pick up an argument. Let us not make a situation uncommon. So what did they do now? So quietly they are telling at the beginning itself, do not say no to us. When they say do not say no to us, they use the word please and they add the word called Amma. See why this Amma comes, right? When you need the real help at the dire situation, one always look for Amma's names, not for Appa's names, right? Any child or any jiva, right, at any situation, when they are painful, they try to call Amma only, right? So here also, the gopis and the entire team, no? Āndāl Nachiyar, they belong to that same Amma. So how dear the Ammas are. So they are addressing the gatekeepers as Amma. That's very interesting, right? So automatically, with all this politeness, with all this identity, the second set of gatekeepers allowed Āndāl Nachiyar team to go inside. At that next point also, what do they say? Ni means you, please. Neya. Neya means dear. Why Nilai Kadavam? The door is dear. How is it possible? Actually, if you look at that translation, dear door, the real translation is. But acharyas are explaining why the door is also dear or very loving, because in the Lord's Leela, even a inanimate are also dear. As we see in the Dāmodar Leela, we talk about the fire and the milk which is boiling out. Acharyas are explaining. You remember His Holiness Radha Govind Maharaj is explaining each and everything has got conscious when it comes to the Leela of the Lord, whether it is a jiva, whether it is inanimate. So here also, the door is also very dear to the Lord, because it also serves the Lord in its own capacity. So this is the way Āndāl Nachiyar put the word as Neya Nilai Kadavam. Then what do they say? Nikku. Nikku means please wide open. Embavai. So what they are telling? You please open the door. So such a wonderful Pāsuram. Here one should not forget it. The sequence of approaching the Supreme Lord. Because after all, in this material world, even in a small office, we have got peons, then we have got secretary, then we go to the boss. Or in between, there may be so many also. Then when it comes to political level, you cannot say there are so many hierarchies, okay? All these blah, blah things are there. But when it comes to the spiritual world, it is totally different. So one should remember. Similarly, why I am telling this again and again, the Guru Parampara system and the Guru Shishya Sampradaya is also very important. So one should not take it lightly. One should always follow the system. Protocol is very important, without which one cannot get the darshan of the Lord. In this connection, again, I would like to remind you all, as Akrura was moving towards Vrindavana, he was deeply meditating on the Lord. I was telling you. After entering the Dhama, right? It's called as Divya Desham, whatever you call it as, right? What they do? I told you how Akrura did. He was not riding on the chariot into the Vrindavana. Just before entering Vrindavana at the border, he did not kept his feet on the Vrindavana Vrajabhumi. What did he do? He jumped out and rolled on it, because he does pronounce to all the gopis Vrajadhuri and take their permission, take their blessings to get the darshan of the Lord, to associate with the Lord. Similarly, when we go to the rivers, holy rivers especially, what we are supposed to do, we should never straightaway enter into the river. We should stay on the banks, pray to the Ganga, Kaveri, whoever it is. Then we have to take a little water and sprinkle on us, and once again request their permission so that we can take the bath, because we are going to purify ourselves. So there also there is a hierarchy. Protocol is there. Here also it is very simple. One should take the permission. As we know, there are lots of things in this connection. We can give so many quotes, right? Again, when we take the story of Narada Muni, in the previous Janma, he was a maid servant son, right? He was serving, no doubt, all these saintly persons for the Chaturmas. He was serving them the prasadam, which his mother cooked for them for all the 4 months. All the days he used to serve, and if anything is left over in their plates, what he will do? He will take their permission and eat it. Uchishta. What type of Uchishta it is? Vaishnava Uchishta. This is very important. So there also, Narada was able to reach the special position as Narada just because he completely followed the system of Guru Parampara and the protocol. He respected each and everyone in the process. So Andal Nachiyar, incarnation of Bhumi Devi, she is teaching us this wonderful system. One should approach the Guru Parampara system. One should not take in their own hands and go and approach the Lord. Because we do not have all the qualities or qualifications. Only the Guru who molds us and trim us perfectly, take out all our anomalies and allow us to approach this Lord. Here I understand from the Vaishnava Sampradaya, Sri Ramanujacharya was very much pleased with this verse, and he was so much attracted towards this, and he was loving this verse so much because the emphasis of Guru system was already introduced by Andal Nachar. As he appeared after a few centuries, he became the Sri Vaishnava Sampradaya Guru, primary Guru. So similarly, these are the things what we learn in our day-to-day deity worship also. We should understand how to worship the Lord. Because we make the Lord to sleep. Next day morning, we should chant all these things. Take the permission of Guru, take the gatekeepers. Imagine, these are all meditating, contemplating on this thing, and one has to wake up the Lord. One should not take it for granted. I can do things. I am capable. I am qualified. Because the more we are humble, the more the Lord showers His mercy. So here the humility is the topmost, and surrendering one's own to the Guru is also very important. That's why in Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says, Tad Vidhi Pranipatena Pariprashnena Sevaya. As we see in this verse, each and every statement of Andal Nachiyar showing their identity to the securities, they were not at all angry, calmly, coolly they are talking. And to open the door also with due respect, they are addressing and they glorify him. So they could have done it without doing all these things. I am Andal, I am so and so, I am Gopi so and so. I know him, yesterday I met him. All these things they could have done. Because what they say, yesterday he promised. They could have bluntly said and gone, but they didn't do that. So this way we have to understand. Similarly, one more thing is a few important learnings for those who are in the services in the temple. Especially when we go to a temple, there may be temple sevadaris. In certain temples, the sevadaris of the temple, sometimes they think they are everything. Because the devotees come from different distances with the different efforts. Because they always, as I told you, like Akrura, they may be carrying or thinking of the Lord all the time. And they'll be very eager to see the Lord. But in certain places, unfortunately, certain temple sevadaris, they don't know how to deal or how to behave in front of these yatrikas or the devotees who come to see the Lord. See, especially when you go to Pandharpur, from the entire state, people are walking all the distance to come and see the Vithal. If at all any security or the temple sevadari behaves unreasonably, what they will think, how much they are hurt. Sometimes in certain temples it happens, and unfortunately, certain devotees are also hurt. So this way, there are learnings for the devotees who enter, and there are lots of learnings for the Sevadaris who are also in the temple. Whether it is a small preaching center or whether it is a big temple, the Sevadaris must learn certain etiquettes, which is called as Vaishnava etiquettes from this Pāsuram. Hare Krishna. So let's move on to the relevant Bhagavata slokas. So as I was talking about the Jaya Vijaya, let us get into the Jaya Vijaya Leelas. It comes in the 3rd canto, 16th chapter. It is explained. 3rd canto, 16th chapter, sloka number 4. Tadvaha prasadhayami adhya brahmadaivam param hi me dadhi thi atma kritam manye yatsva pumbir asat kritaha. To me, the Brahmana is the highest and most beloved personality. The disrespect shown by my attendants has actually been displayed by me, because the doormen are my servitors. I take this to be an offense by myself. Therefore, I seek your forgiveness for the incident that has arisen. Whose statement it is? The Lord talks. To whom? The 4 Kumaras. And what are the words he is talking about? To me, the Brahmanas is the highest, most beloved personality. So, in the Purusha Suktam, Brahmano Syamukamasit, what the prayer goes? From the Lord's lotus face appeared the Brahmanas. So that's why the Lord says, is the highest and most beloved personality. If you look at purports of Srila Prabhupada, Prabhupada explains so wonderfully how it has to be. A king must be able to take care of the cows, the Brahmanas. These are the primary things which lead the society into the righteous path. Because the Lord loves the Brahmanas. As I told in the Sudama story also, the Lord came down all the way from his bed to the entrance to receive Sudama. The disrespect shown by my attendants has actually been displayed by me. He takes the blame on him. Yesterday we were talking about it, no? Nane tha nayudaga. This is the another wonderful transcendental quality of the Lord. What is that? Nama, Rupa, Leela, Guna. So this is another beautiful quality of the Lord which we have to learn. So has been displayed by me because the doormen are my servitors. I take this to be an offense by myself. Right? In Tamil we say tatastu, akshade talile potugo in Tamil. Akshade means the rice and it is thrown on your head, one's own head, right? So I take this offense on myself. So the Lord takes on his own head, though it was done by his servitors. Therefore, I seek your forgiveness. The next step, what the Lord does? Forgiveness. Imagine that. Can you imagine the Supreme Lord asking for forgiveness from these Brahmanas? So this is the way Prabhupada also emphasizes Brahmanas should lead the society. There cannot be any deterioration of the Brahmanas. Again, Prabhupada writes in the wonderful 1st canto, when the Shringi, when he was taking bath his friends, when someone came and told you on your father's neck somebody has thrown the snake, he immediately got provoked and cursed Parikshit Maharaj unknowingly, because he is the topmost Vaishnava. So Prabhupada explains the start of Kaliga started with the Brahmana cursing a Vaishnava. Right? So let's move on to the Next verse. Yannamani cha ghrunati loko bhriyate kritagasi sa asadhu vadastat kirtim hanti tvacham iva mayaha. A wrong act committed by a servant leads to people in general to blame his master. Just as a spot of white leprosy on any one part of the body pollutes all the skin. See, this leprosy is there long ago. Huh? It is there before, because these are all coming from the Bhagavatam. So that means one spot of leprosy in the body completely contaminates everything. And here the Lord, what he says, a servant spoils the entire atmosphere if he does not behave according to the instructions of the master. So next translation, anyone in the entire world, even down to the Chandala, who lives by cooking and eating flesh and dog, is immediately purified if he takes bath in the hearing through the year of glorification of my name, fame, etc. Now you have realized me without doubt. Therefore, I will not hesitate to lop off my own arm if its conduct is found hostile to you. So Lord further says, what does he say? You have glorified me, my name, fame, everything. Right? So on hearing this, what the Lord says, you have realized me without doubt. To the Brahmanas he is telling. So this way, the Lord glorifies them so much. So this is an instance wherein we are also talking about Āndāl Nachiyar speaking on this. So one should understand, as I told you, a Sevadari in the temple should not think, oh, I have been one of the management team or the committee team, all these things. Similarly, even in the programs also, I tell you not to mention anything beyond this. We have seen in certain programs, right? Those who are the organizing team, certain are given some responsibilities. The moment the responsibilities are given, they think, oh, they are everything. That's also wrong. Because any offender, right, in the team spoils the entire organization itself. So these are the lessons what we get from this verse also. Such a wonderful verse. We have entered into the 16th day today. By mercy of Āndāl Nachiyar, we will be moving on to the next one, 17. This is also going to be another very important verse. Hare Krishna, Granth Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam ki jai, Śrīla Prabhupada ki jai, Tiruppāvai ki jai, Nachiyar, Āndāl Nachiyar ki jai. Hare Krishna.